I know, this is gonna sound insane, but stop paying for your haircut, okay? You're saying, Salon Guy, what are you talking about? I have an appointment in a half an hour with my barber. I'm not gonna pay him? This is why I'm bringing up this topic. The amount of people, and I love this and I appreciate this and I'm thankful, but the amount of people who reach out to me asking me questions that they should be asking the person, you should be asking a person that you're literally paying for to cut your hair is out of control. Now, a lot of the questions you ask, what's the best haircut for my face shape? What haircut should I get? How do I grow my hair out? Why is my hair not doing this? How long should I grow it out for? All these questions are very awesome, common questions. And that's awesome, you want to know. When you make an appointment with a professional, a beauty professional or a barber or whatever, whoever it is, you're paying for their expertise. You're literally sitting down and paying them for a service. Would you go to a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer, a doctor, and then go ask for information elsewhere when you're paying them for their expertise? So don't pay for your haircut then. Don't even go get a haircut. If you can't sit down in that chair where you're gonna get a service, and if you can't ask them or don't want to ask them for their expertise, then one of two things is gonna happen. And here's how this scenario should go. If you ask them a question and they literally are clueless, if you say, what's the best haircut for me? Or what kind of face shape do I have? What do you think works best for me? Or I want to grow my hair out. What do you think? Or can you do this haircut? Here's a picture of what I want. Can we do this? And they don't have any confidence. They can't seem to answer the question. They don't know what's going on. Red flag. It's a big red flag. And that means you should probably maybe try getting the haircut. And if it works out, great. But also have a have no expectations and have an understanding that your hair could look awful because it's not what you're looking for and they don't have the confidence. So you could actually get that haircut, get the crime scene, the haircut disaster, and never go back to them again and go on your journey of finding someone new. Or you sit down with them and ask them the questions that you're entitled to ask them because you're paying them for their expertise. Okay, and it's that simple. Now, one amazing thing that I'm going to be doing free is my live hair consultations. I did my first one last week, and it was, I was looking at the analytics, and at one point, I think we had almost 700 comments, 700 people in the live chat, 700 comments. And I was like, whoa, or questions, or whatever it was, but I just couldn't believe it. Almost about 200 people were watching. It was out of control. So yeah, I'll be able to offer my expertise, but at the same time, you should be getting this advice from the person that you are paying for your service. You don't pay them and then go home and ask me how to style your hair. You ask them, and don't let them intimidate you or make you feel uncomfortable. You have every right to ask them questions, okay? You're paying for a service. You're paying for an experience. So do it, or else don't pay for a haircut. Don't even go cut your hair yourself and do it for free, okay? So I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know if I've been trying to really help share this message more and more. Let me know if you are asking questions, if you are talking to them more, what kind of feedback you're getting. I'd like to know. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.